my eyes beheld an eerie sight.
Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to the Retro Revisited vlog channel. And yes, this is the first video I've done since the intro video I think I did months ago, so sorry about that, but you know, there are very few subscribers on this channel, so it's not really that big an issue, I don't think. Yeah, I thought I'd do videos after I did every big review video on my main channel, which is Retro Revisited, which obviously looks at retro gaming, news and stuff, and I do monthly news videos, but recently that's pretty much all the types of videos I've done on there, until earlier this week where I did a review of Dr Muto on the Game Boy Advance, my first review since Christmas of last year. So I thought I'd do a little bit of video about it, talking about the background, how it came to be and stuff. It probably won't be of interest to anyone, but it's good for me to lay out what I think went well, what went badly, and then hopefully I can improve for future videos. Yeah, so obviously this video was on Dr Muto, as I said. Here's the cartridge, it didn't disappear, unlike in the ending where I suggested it did. And it was a game I picked up years ago from a place called Wares in Winton, which is in Bournemouth, well, near Bournemouth in Dorset. And it's a shop that's closed down now. It moved and then it closed because the lease ran out. Apparently they were bullied by the landlords, but I'm getting way off topic. I picked this up with some other games for, as you can tell, £2.99. I think I probably haggled and got £1 off, I'm not really sure. But yeah, it was a game that I bought and I immediately knew that I wanted to make a video about it. I've got loads of game cartridges like that though in my drawer that are just waiting to get a review written on it, so I thought with Halloween, kind of mad scientist, I thought it was a good time to go with it. The video didn't come out as well as I'd hoped, but to be honest, I was running out of time, and yeah, obviously the video doesn't look great in terms of production quality. The to-camera bits are just, to be quite frank, awful, with flickering video. The lighting is awful. I shot it in the corner of my room and it was night, and the light is like meters away, so there's no natural light, and the light is badly placed. I don't have a lighting rig, so naturally, if I haven't got any natural light, usually my videos, there are problems with them. I like the Scooby-Doo video, I also shot that in this flat and the lighting was awful in that as well, whereas something like the Retro Mini TV games, I shot it upstairs in an attic and there's loads of natural light. I shot it during the day, so that was a problem straight off the bat. The flickering came because I tried my best to light it up. It was even darker than it looks now. I tried desperately to light it up through another editing software, and that ended up corrupting the footage, and then I had to use that corrupted footage in another editing software where I just decided to use the least corrupted parts and go with it, which is a shame, as I think my delivery is okay in the camera bit, so it's alright. I don't come off as too stilted or anything, and I think most of the jokes, if you can call them jokes, land. So yeah, that was an issue straight off the bat, and when I was editing it, it kind of gets you down because you know when you're making a video, if you're making a good one, it just all comes together like this beautiful jigsaw, and it wasn't quite coming together. I really had to force it together. Another issue was the props. Obviously I made a joke about it in the spider, having no spider, but the skull, the light in it that, you know, changed the colours, I used that to good effect in the Alone in the Dark video and the Scooby-Doo video, but sadly that's broken now, thanks to a flatmate, so yeah, it doesn't light up anymore. So the ending, obviously it would have had the lighting coming through the eyes, it would look quite cool, but it wasn't to be. The ending was a take on Halloween, by the way, the bit where Dr. Loomis shoots Michael Myers off the balcony and then he disappears and then he looks up and it shoots to everywhere. That's kind of like been in the film, and it was supposed to be like that, but it doesn't really make any sense because Dr. Muto obviously isn't anything to do with Halloween, so yeah, I just did that ending, really rushed. All the camera stuff was all done in like within an hour one evening, so yeah. So the video was kind of rushed, but I think another issue was the game is actually quite boring. There's no getting away from it. I recorded all the gameplay footage after a weekend, and I did complete the game. There's footage of the final boss in the video It's the one where the big monkey like slaps the robot. That's the final boss. And it was quite, not a tricky game, but it was frustrating because, as I mentioned, if you die once, you go back to the start. So, yeah, I ended up looking at a guide just to make sure that I knew exactly how to beat the bosses, because I didn't want to go through all the level again and again and again. It's not how I like to spend my weekends, but I did it for this video. And yeah, the game is really quite boring. It just repeats the same ideas over and over again. And I'm glad I could lay into it a bit, because I did email the developers straight after I finished capturing footage. I managed to get hold of them very easily, actually. They're both on Twitter, and one of them replied within like 10 minutes of me sending my email. So I sent over the interview questions, didn't get anything chased up, and they said they'd be in touch, and they still haven't replied. Eventually the answers will be in my inbox, probably, and I'll put them on the Retro Visited blog. But at least not having the quotes made me completely free to criticise the game. Otherwise I might have been a bit nicer to it. So yeah, overall the video definitely wasn't up there. It's not a video that I'm going to like look back on with any great fondness. It's not like my Alone in the Dark video, which I think, looking back, is my best video in terms of just the amount of research and the way it just came together. And I love the ending with the hands coming through the door. That when I saw that shot after I recorded it, I was like, that looks great. I mean, I don't love a lot of the stuff I create, but I thought that effect was really cool. So yeah, there wasn't anything like that. There is another game I want to do for a Halloween video, and it probably will be done next year. And I wanted to do it. I would have done it this year, but I wanted to actually give some time to really look into it in detail, because I think it's an interesting game. I can't tell you what it is, but it's vaguely Halloween related. A character in it is kind of a Halloween stereotype. So yeah, you can look forward to that next Halloween. In terms of other videos, because obviously, hopefully I'm now on a roll, which I'm not, but the video I mentioned in my first one where I had all the assets together, that's still not done, but I have found all the assets, I've put them all together, so realistically it shouldn't be too tough to put that video together, because it's only a 4 or 5 minute video. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was done by the end of this month, but we'll see. And then obviously Christmas, I tend to want to do a video, a new one, so hopefully I can get this one that I have all the assets together done fairly early this month or halfway through, and then I can really focus on the Christmas video and get that done for Christmas, obviously. I don't know what it's going to be for yet. It could be anything. It could be Christmas related. I do have a Christmas related game, but it's been done on YouTube, so I prefer to do games that haven't been done that much, but we'll see. There aren't many other reviews that I've done where the game is just pretty boring and just nothing really to talk about, and I think I'm surprised it lasted 6 minutes. I think 2 minutes of it was me just messing around at the start and at the end, so yeah, there really wasn't much to say. I think commenter Sega of My House summed it up best when he said, this is a game that's okay if you play it for 20 minutes and then that's all you think of it, and that is exactly right, really. There's no need to play Dr Muto for any longer than that, because all its ideas are within the first few levels, and then they just keep repeating and repeating and repeating, and yeah, it just gets really dull and a bit frustrating as well with the one death restart system. So yeah, as I said, thanks so much for watching. If you did, I can't imagine this would be of any interest to anyone, really. But it's good to get the thoughts clear in my head. So again, subscribe to this channel, like this video if you liked it, comment, tell me what you might want me to review in a future video, and I might have it and I might do it. Yeah, and subscribe, like, comment, blah blah blah, call to action. Yeah, thanks again so much for watching, I appreciate it. You still here? You can go, you know.